Okay, I think I'm quite happy with that. I might just change the border color just so it's different to the submit button. And you know, on mobile, when they click on one of these input rows, the keyboard will come up. So I think it'll be obvious enough that that's a focus state. On desktop, maybe not so much because the keyboard wouldn't come up, but you know, I'm sure they'll learn. They'll probably go and type something in and be like, oh, okay, that's how it works. Just like any game, really. I don't know. We'll see. I'll do some user testing on my friends and family once we put this all together. But for now, that's cool. Alrighty, so up next, we need to actually allow users to input letters. And I previously was thinking about doing like something like this, word, set word. But if we think about we're going to be returning the correct letters from the backend. So, you know, if we're supplying value, for instance, over here, word, and then on change, update the word directly, how would we actually display which value is a correct letter? I don't know if that would work too well. We'd pass the value. Let's have a look. Let's see how it works. Pass the value in there, and we would render it here. We'd render it here, value index. What? Special of anytime because number. Okay, so we got to specify that value is actually it needs to be a string. And I actually wonder if we need this at all. Omitting the placeholder. Yes, we do. Okay, so the value needs to be a string for us to use the index on it. Let's see, A. And we can, that's kind of working quite nicely. Because I was just thinking maybe we need to pass an array of letters, but effectively a string is an array of letters, right? So this may work, and it's close to the API of input. Okay, that could work. So the onChange handler, let's just manage it properly. Actually just wondering if we needed a component for the input at all, because we're managing all the logic in here anyway. The only thing that's abstract is the styles and the rendering. Let us see. That's why I really don't like optimizing prematurely, because now value word, there aren't any props. There's on focus, because now we're backtracking. So I should have kept this pretty flat and then later maybe abstracted if it made sense. And that'll be word index. Now we save ourselves some lines of code. Yeah, we could, anyway, that'll work for now. Stick to that. We can input things, each one has its own input. We probably need to control the length of the value. So we can kind of input, we can do max length, awesome. And let's just log the value here. I just want to see, there's a little error page, value is not defined. Because we're using word, should we just use value? Just to sort of, let's use value, just to stick to the input API and we don't run into issues again. Value, pretty straightforward, I think. Value is ASD. I'm busy typing on my keyboard and it's not increasing, so quite happy with that. So that's cool. Let's just style this nicely. We will probably use our small text component. Oops, where are we going? We will center it. Item center, justify center. Great. Do we want to capitalize things? I wonder if it's better to do it as stylistically or actually capitalize the value itself. Let's stick to it stylistically for now. I seriously hope you can't hear my stomach grumbling right now. It's 11 a.m. I haven't had breakfast yet. Oh, cool. Another great caveat of using the invisible input as opposed to the making the row clickable and handling blur like that is now it's accessible too. So we can tab through each one and we can shift tab to go back, which is awesome. So we get that stuff out of the box. And yeah, so I'm glad we made that call. That's great. This is awesome, actually. I love it when dynamic things start working. That's cool. And then when we have the correct letters from the back end, we could probably... How do we manage that, actually? How do we need to sort of like make... Ooh, wait a minute. I was able to control all and select it, but it wasn't obvious. So now I'm wondering if we should allow... Is there like some way we can disable control all? Do we want to? No, let's leave it. Let's give the users the power if they want it. I don't think you can do it on mobile anyway. Although if you hold this in on mobile, it should select all. No biggie. Funnily enough though, we can input numbers. So how do we... I only want to allow alpha characters. Is there a way we can do that? As always, outsource it to ChatGPT. I know doing this the whole time probably like could make you a bit dumb in some aspects because you lose all that muscle memory. But the thing is, I don't need to remember this implementation details anyway. Like my goal is to create a puzzle game. How we do it is important, but you know, not on such a low level. I'm happy to outsource this to ChatGPT. So that's just my argument for what it's worth. Okay, so we gotta, how do we restrict an HTML text input to only allow alpha characters? I'm using React. I don't know, whatever. Read. On change, so we can only do it there. I was hoping we could do regex on the input itself and not mess with the on-change handler. Pattern, yes, that's what I'm looking for. I remember you now. Yes. And a placeholder? No, we won't use that unless we need it. Yeah, we need to do some solid testing for accessibility as well. And that would be a whole new can of worms. I think I'll do a video just on that later. Pattern is AZ, that's cool. All good. Can I type? Can I backspace? See, I think it's done the select all thing again. I've typed here. Let's go select all. Boom. Whoopsie. Huh. Go back to this one. Could be confusing. Can we disable an inputs select all functionality? Not a standard feature. It's more like, I was thinking of, there's those user select class names. Thinking of doing it like that. I don't want to mess with this logic too much. Can we use the select? Yes. Okay. Let's try user. What does Tailwind call it? Select none. Can we still type? Yep. Can I control all and type back? Yes. But can I drag? Which is really my issue. Can I drag? Yeah. No, that seems okay. No, it wasn't the issue after all. Let's leave it for now. Ignore that, please. But I'm happy with this for now. And I think what we're going to do next is look at the correct letter state. So we'll need to pass that in, make it a different color, and then also handle our little rule we made, which backspace should remove the last filled in square that is not the correct letter, as well as this rule above. Cool.